Yes, this video is about bodybuilding, but before we get into this video, I want you guys to check out this lady. Her name is It's the Real Jade, and she speaks sign language. I don't know why she came up in my feed, but for some reason she came up in my feed, and I just want to show her to you, and then we'll get into what we need to talk about.
Hey, Jade. Hey. What's the word of the day? Huh? What's the word of the day? Word of the day is patience. Patience? I feel like I don't have any. I feel like everything in my life is taking too long.
Patience isn't just waiting, it's trusting, it's believing that God's timing is better than yours, even when it doesn't feel that way.
Hold up, guys. I didn't even realize what she was saying. We turned the captions on, but this actually coincides with this video. Patience. Today's generation and plenty of men before them rushing, jumping on gear, and don't have patience to, work on their physique for 10 years plus. I've only been weightlifting, taking it serious for probably honestly, 2.5 to 3 years. That's it. This dude we're about to check on this video has been working out on his physique for 10 plus years. He's going to say, we're going to get into it. He is definitely bigger than me, you know? But she's cooking right now. A lot of young men don't have patience. They want everything fast. Social media and all our surroundings and all the influences show you everything fast. Even rappers talk about fast money, living fast. We always hear that. We've heard the saying, live fast, die young. It's not worth it. I love my life. I don't know about you watching this video. But I know I love my life. And it took me a while to grow up. And when you grow up, you actually believe in God and you try to be a better person. And patience is, wow, patience becomes so easy as you mature, is what I really want to say without getting too religious. But she's beautiful and she is cooking. So yeah, let her finish and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes.
So it's okay to take my time?
Absolutely. Seeds don't grow overnight. Patience is letting your roots grow strong enough to handle the blessing that's coming.
Mm, she cooking.
So waiting isn't wasted time?
Not at all. What's meant for you won't be you. So side with me. I trust in God's timing.
I trust God's timing. Wow. Thank you.
Of course.
Have a good one.
Thank you too.
Bye.
I'll include my commentary when necessary. We're not gonna watch the whole video, this whole 20 minutes he's got, but we're just gonna get to what we need to get to and then we're gonna stop it. So it's not gonna be too long, guys, all right? But his channel is Hurricane GH if you want to check him out, as you can see there.
Natural bodybuilder. And also, if you intend to compete as a natural bodybuilder, some of the things you should consider or know before you compete. I know it could look glamorous on the outside, and somebody's goal has been trying to chase a pro card for years and it hasn't happened. And some people do it in the shortest possible time and it happens for them. So everybody's goal or journey would be completely different. But there's some things that you should know, especially if you plan on competing, especially as a natural bodybuilder too. So I'm gonna tell you guys about my experience as a natural bodybuilder, what my journey has been, and after that I'll tell you some of the things you should consider. As you guys already know, I just turned pro a couple of months ago. So far I've competed twice. My first show was a regional show. Second show was a pro qualifier in Pittsburgh, which I won, and I got my pro card. I'm currently 2.5 weeks out from my first pro show or first show as a pro natural bodybuilder. The goal is to do a show in November. The Bewilder Naturals is the biggest natural show. Whoever wins qualifies to Mr. Olympia 2026. So right now the goal is to compete in the next 2.5 weeks to qualify for Bewilders. When we win that show, I like to use one that is, because at the end of the day, I got to believe in myself, right? I know there's going to be a lot of great competitors coming out there, but sometimes you got to believe in the work you put in, and it's not about trying. Sometimes people think, oh, you're too cocky and this and that. No, I say things like that because I know I've worked over the past couple of years. I've been training for over 14 years now. Like, we'll put some before and afters in there. I started.
So that's my fault, guys. I said 10 years, 14 plus years. He's been training for a long time. Like I said, I have been training nowhere near that long.
training around 2010. We're in 2025 now, so going on 15 years of me training. I never missed more than 3 days in a row the past 10 years. Even when I'm sick, the second, third day I'm going to the gym. When I'm on vacation, I'm working out. So the gym has been part of my life, and I've been a fitness coach, trainer for over 10 years. I've been doing this for a while, and it was an interesting journey, especially with somebody that work out. I used to have the flexibility to eat whatever I want. The nutrition was one of the most hardest part for me, and I think it's one of the most important things that you should know, because I'm African. Majority of our food are carbs, and with bodybuilding, especially when it comes to like peaking properly and all of that, the main um, thing that we pull out first is your carbs. So the whole idea of that is like they pull the carbs. So we deplete it like glycogen stores. You lose a lot of water weight. You lose a lot of water weight. Then during peak week, that's when like the day before the show, they put all the carbs back in, fill the glycogen stores up. That makes you look bigger. And then sometimes if you eat too much, you overspill, or if you don't get enough, you look flat. So it's a whole science behind it, which genuinely I'm still learning more about. I'm not an expert yet, so I'm not gonna do one show and say, oh,
And let's talk about that real quick. I know some bodybuilders who turn pro like him. They usually have a nutrition coach or some kind of coach. So I'm surprised he doesn't have one yet. Obviously, it can be costly, but try to navigate that and peak, before showtime. I would assume, like he said, it has to be difficult. You know, it's crazy how food could literally affect the body so fast because you've pulled away from cars for so long. It's just the body is just incredible. It really is a machine, man. It really is. But a God made machine, not a man made machine. That's the difference. That's the difference. So yeah, man, that's crazy. There's a lot of dudes who I know definitely have shown up show date and look flat or look like they were still full of water because they didn't pull enough carbs or do it at the right time. That's crazy. Trying to do that on your own, and probably because they did it on their own. Hopefully not with a coach. I can imagine having a nutrition coach and you fail. You come in looking too flat or looking too full. Got to be just right. Got to look hard, dense, muscle. With size. Crazy.
I'm an expert in bodybuilding, so I'm gonna help you compete. I want to learn as much as I can, because I feel like there's future in natural bodybuilding, because we've gotten to a point where you got guys working out for 4 months, 6 months max, and then they want to compete, and then they feel like they've hit their potential, so they automatically want to get to a point where they take enhancements.
Right there. Now, that's why I said the video earlier from that beautiful soul, that woman of God. What did she say about patience and about your seed will grow? She was just talking about that. It's the same thing, guys. You heard what he said. 4 to 6 months. A lot of these young men, they're not waiting. Trend twins, young like that, rushing into it, not putting on size naturally. Put on size naturally. Get to your fullest potential. Then, if you still want to hop on gear, I don't suggest you should. But if you want to, at least you waited. At least you're more mature now. At least you've been taking supplements naturally, and your body is a little bit more stronger, and you're much more healthier. Your muscles are much more stronger. They fully developed and they're not weak. They're less injury prone. Less injury prone. Less injury prone. Less injury prone. I have to say that multiple times because you guys think that the trend twin dude tearing his pec was a joke. Plenty of people have tore their muscles. Larry Wheels, he tore a bicep. Plenty of greats because they didn't let their bodies fully develop before they jumped on gear. I don't need to repeat myself.
So we got a lot of younger guys getting on enhancement when they don't even need it, and I'm very big on that. And I'm trying to go as far as possible with the natural bodybuilding as possible. That is why I wanna qualify to Olympia as a natural body.
And respect to him for that. That's the same mindset I had before he said what he said, what he's about to say.
bodybuilder, because I know it's not a lot of people that's qualified to the Olympia as a natural bodybuilder. So just to make it there, see how well I do. I'm not being delusional. I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm gonna qualify to the Olympia, go in there, win the title against all these guys, because it's not a separate Olympia. It's not like a natural Olympia. So I just found out we're gonna be competing in the open with everybody else. Like,
Did you guys just hear what he said? Natural bodybuilders are going to be competing in the open with everybody else. How fair is that? You're competing against enhanced dudes? And Arnold Schwarzenegger, let's just talk about it. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he would never create a natural federation for just natural because he was enhanced. He was never natural. Yeah, people gonna say genetics, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I understand genetics. But without enhancements, what would he be? There are plenty of men that are natural that can take blood work that are natural. Shout out to Trell Bankston here on YouTube that could pull up the blood work and they look great. Amazing size, full muscle bellies. Who's going to be the one to do it? Why can't Chris Bumstead do it? Chris Bumstead won so many titles. He's a millionaire. On his way probably to be a billionaire if he's not already. He can't start a natural federation and put money into it? You mean to tell me there's nobody out here? There's nobody that takes fit. What about, what's his name? Tennyson? Will Tennyson? What about Jeff Nippert? None of these dudes can't come together and start a natural federation? Get with the sports league or whoever they got to talk to, the higher ups, whoever, you know what I'm saying? They white anyway. It should be easy for them. They white and they got money and they are part of the pack. If you know what I mean, what I'm talking about. So it should be easy for them to do it. Why can't they do it? Because that's not fair. And I know people are going to say life's not fair, but it's like you going up against the mark of the beast. I'm going to be real with you. Shooting yourself up, putting the needle to your butt, putting the needle to your gut. You putting the needle to your gut or your butt to puff your muscles up. Let me say that again. You're going up against the mark of the beast. You natural. You didn't take anything. You worked hard for yours, slept right, ate right, took good supplements. And you going up against dudes that put a needle to the gut or the butt to pump their muscles up. How is that fair? That's not fair. On top of the fact you got some of these dudes open that are putting silicone in their it's not silicone, synthol in their shoulders. Synthol in their quads. I don't need to say no names, but they doing it, man. This is not fair. This is just unacceptable. So again, who's going to be the one to do it? I'm calling them out. Y'all share this video. Somebody, Will Tennyson, Jeff Nippert, and whoever else is popular in the weightlifting natural YouTube community needs to start a natural federation. And it needs to be just as popular as the enhanced dudes. Because there are plenty of natural dudes out here, I'm sure, that are huge, have tons of muscle, that can bring people out. Because we're surrounded by fake and hate. Going up against the mark of the beast. This makes me not want to bodybuild. I don't want to bodybuild no more. Unless they come out with a natural body federation, I don't want to do it. It's pointless. You're not going to win against enhanced dudes plus good genetics. You already have good genetics plus you on gear. What's the point? You got the mark of the beast in you. What is the point? What is the point? And I know I have good genetics. Like I know I have a great back. My back is one of my best points, and I have big legs. I have good quads, man. I know my back and my quads are my best attribute, and my triceps too. I know this. But still, I'm going up against dudes who are cheating. I'm playing it fair and they cheating, and the judges are okay with that, and the people who run the federation are okay with that. Why would I even want to be a part of something like that? Why would I want to be a part of something of a federation that's fake? That doesn't keep it real. They're not keeping it real. That's what should I title that? But the bodybuilding world is not keeping it real. They're not. They're fake. So if what he's saying is true, I want nothing to do with it. I want y'all to comment down below and let me know if what he's saying is true. We don't need to hear nothing else for the rest of this video, because after I heard this, I stopped. I just want to come back and talk with y'all about it, man. Because it disgusted me, man. It really disgusted me. I didn't think it was like this. I honestly thought you would be competing up against just strictly naturals. That's it. Hit the like button for me, man. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share. Again, share. It's extremely important you share this video, man, because that's how we get this narrative out there. That's how we get it out there. What is the point of natural weightlifters, natural bodybuilders wanting to compete if we're going up against the mark of the beast? And I'm dropping bars. What's the point of natural weightlifters, bodybuilders wanting to compete if we're going up against the mark of the beast? Bars. I'm dropping bars after bars. And I ain't even playing it. I'm not even trying to. But when you speaking the truth, that's just how it comes out sometimes. The truth rhymes. Bars again. Bars again. And we got to stop being part of the problem. I don't want to get too off topic, but just in general, if we don't like what we see going on in the world, going on with the government, going on in social media, we got to stop consuming. If you don't like what how things are looking around you, stop consuming to it. Cut off the negative people. Cut off the negative energy. Stop watching those movies. Stop watching that TV show. Stop listening to the secular music. Stop watching dudes who take enhancements. What you consume to rules you. It's that simple. I don't want to be consumed and surrounded by dudes with enhance, putting the needle to the gut or to the butt just to pump their muscles up when I ain't do that stuff. How is that fair? I don't want to be around them dudes. So again, before I repeat myself, because I start to double back again, like I was saying, it's up to us. We got to stop consuming to this bull crap. I know we love bodybuilding. I know we love, you know what I'm saying, seeing these dudes all jacked and stuff like that. But it's not fair to the natural bodybuilder. So the natural bodybuilders, don't even waste your time. Don't even go up there competing with those dudes. We need more videos of dudes talking like me, who have a bigger following, more subscribers, talking like me, saying that natural bodybuilders need their own federation. Again, Jeff Nippert, he has 98,000 subscribers. 98,000. Look how big he is. He's huge for a natural weightlifter in this photo. I'm assuming that's him on a bulk. Huge. And cuts. Cuts too. Definition. Full muscle bellies. Reminding me of Dexter Jackson. He needs to see this video. I wish he could see. I want him to see this and see this, man. Jeff Nippert, Tennessee, I got enough money. Holla at the Federation. Please. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace and love.